Special announcements. I have my embodiment class this next weekend. It's the 20th, I believe. So it's here in this space, 7 to 9 p.m. It is yoga, little less structured than my regular yoga classes, like just a little more freedom for your own intuition, and we'll do kind of different stuff than just yoga, like shaking, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of clapping, all the things. It's fun. So you should come. So we do the movement first and then breath work, just laying down one type of breath the whole time. Get you in, like, ideally what we're going for is out of here into here, just moving energy. It is the whole purpose of the class is to get you in your body. That's why it's called embodiment, feeling all the things, and then expressing whatever wants to express. So expression is anything that is in your body, moving out of your body, any type of energy. So there will be invitations in that class to like hold your breath, and then when you exhale, scream, or when you exhale, howl, or people are making all sorts of noises. So it's good stuff. And then at the end, for about the last 20 minutes, you're just laying there, you're settling back down, and that's when I have my sound stuff. So you'll just kind of soak it all in and feel the vibrations. It's $30 per person. If you're around, I'd love to have you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And then just throwing it out there, if anyone's interested in yoga teacher training in the fall, I'm doing it'll be a small group at this point, probably under 10 people, and Andrew's doing it. You should do it. It's like 2 intensive weekends per month, pretty much. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know, and I'd love to talk to you. And if it is like the only thing holding you back is money, then there are different ways we can work with you. So please still feel free to inquire. Yeah, and that starts in September. So, and a lot of it will just be, I have a little studio in my basement. It's about half the size of this room, I think. And a lot of it will just be in that studio, the in-person part. And then there will be a little bit on Zoom as well. Okay. I don't think if there's anything else. Anything else from anyone here? Any important announcements? Okay. Looks like we have one more person that's going to be joining us. She can go somewhere. Yeah, just plenty of space. Okay, let's do the thing. So go ahead, my friends. Let's start with our backs today, actually. So go ahead and just lie down. Lay down, lie down. And hi, Mikkel, come on in. Plenty of room for you. As you lay down, take a moment to move, to stretch, to feel your body. So maybe you want to reach your arms long, your legs long. Maybe you want to hug your knees in, kind of rock a little bit. Maybe you want to give your chest, your heart space, little taps with your fingers. You can take little fists, little gentle punches down to your belly. Just kind of feel immediately, feel your physical body a little bit more. And then eventually come to rest in any supine position, any reclined position on your back that feels good to you. So you could take Shavasana if you want. You could take constructive rest pose, feet on the ground with knees bent, feet apart, knees together. Maybe the opposite, feet together, knees apart. With your arms, just be intentional. So maybe one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, maybe arms out to your sides, or even goalpost arms. If you haven't already, close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, soften and lower your gaze. And really allow yourself to arrive in this space. So feel your body on the ground. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the energy in this room, the energy of community. Feel the temperature on your skin or the texture of the air on your skin. Notice sounds, sensations, pulsations. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And see if you can get a little more curious about your inner space. So inside, beyond physical, is there anything you can notice? How are you today energetically? If your energy had a color to it, what color would it be? Maybe you visualize that, use your imagination, see it inside of you, see it flowing through. Maybe you visualize your breath in a color. See if you can notice any emotions that are present. You're not trying to fix them. You're not trying to change them. You're not trying to control them at all. You're just simply noticing. And everybody, next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. When you think you are full, hold there and see if there's even an extra little sip of air you can find at the very top. Big sigh out your mouth, let it go. Ah, very nice. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up every little space inside. Hold, extra sip. And open mouth sigh, release. Ah. One more time, just like that biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause in fullness. Let that breath circulate around inside of you. Take that extra sip, maybe even 2 extra sips this time. And sigh it out your mouth. Let it go. Ah, beautiful, friends. Seal your lips now and start to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create that whisper noise as you breathe in and out. So it's like you're humming on the inside. You're using the same muscles in your throat as you use when you hum. So you're creating your own little vibration, your own little rhythm. Slow and steady. Follow it with your awareness. So if you want to stay here a little bit longer, if you want to stay here a lot longer, feel free. If you want to come back here at any time during our practice, just to take a moment and rest and ground, feel free. If you're ready to start moving, keep your breath going just as it is, ujjayi, and hug your knees towards your belly gently. Find a little rock from side to side. And then after a few rocks, extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Bring your arms either to goalpost arms against the ground, or if you'd like, if you have enough space, you can tee out your arms. If this pulls on your low back at all, bend your knees as much as you need to, but make your feet as active as possible. So flex point or floint through your feet. Hug your legs together like you have a great big mermaid tail. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, slow motion, keep your legs as straight as you can. Take your legs over to the right side like you're going into a twist, but you're hovering above the ground. Maybe you just get about halfway there and hold. Breathe in, squeeze your legs together. Don't let the back of your left shoulder lift. Exhale, slow motion. Bring your legs right back up. So inhale, center. Feel your neutral spine. Feel your active feet. Squeeze your legs. Exhale over to the left. So as far as you can go without letting your right shoulder lift up. Stay as you inhale. You can bend your knees if it feels too intense. Exhale, slow motion back to center. Inhale, center, neutral spine, active feet. Maybe straighten your legs a little more. Squeeze the little tiny stabilizing muscles around your knees. Exhale over to your right side. Hover and hold. Go as far as you can without letting your left shoulder lift, without letting your legs touch the ground. Breathe in. And with your exhalation, bring it back up. Good job, everybody. Inhale, center, neutral spine, active feet. One last time over to the left side. As far as you can go, back of your right shoulder is rooting down. Feel that brace around your center, your strong core, your strong obliques. Inhale. And with your exhalation, use your core strength back to center, back to neutral spine. Pause right there. Re-extend your legs. If you're bending your knees a lot, see if you can straighten them just a little tiny bit more and reach your arms up towards the sky as well. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lift your upper body. Try to touch your toes with your fingertips. Draw your low belly down. If this feels like too much on your neck, you can bring your hands behind your head for support, but keep lifting up. Reach your elbows towards the sky. Draw your low belly down. Stay here, or see if you can now tuck your tailbone and reach your toes even higher. So lift, lift, lift. Hold, hold, hold. Draw your low belly down. Make sure you're still breathing. You're not straining. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let it all go. You can bring your feet to the ground, knees bent, or maybe open your knees out wide. Bounce your knees gently up and down. Set up for a bridge pose. If you have a block and you want to use it in between your inner thighs, you're welcome to. You do not need one. Arms down by your sides, feet on the ground, knees bent, and make sure your heels and your ankles are straight down from your knees. So if your arms are by your sides, you should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your middle fingers. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. And then inhale to peel your spine off your mat, one vertebra at a time. Once you get to the top, option to kind of move your shoulders, shimmy them back and forth, bring them underneath you. Maybe you even want to clasp your hands or take robot arms. Hug in with your inner thighs, press down through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Press down through the back of your head. So in this pose, friends, you don't want to be squeezing your glutes as hard as you can. You want to be squeezing your glutes just a little bit. I call it toning your glutes. So feel your glutes tone, but then the strength is in your back body, even the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. If there's any variation you want to take, you've got about 2 more breaths to go there. Soft face, soft jaw. Imagine you're trying to reach your knees and your shins forward towards the front of the room. Take one last big inhale. If your shoulders are underneath you, work them out from under you. Slowly as you exhale, lower down. Once you're down in a neutral spine, windshield wiper it out. So feet nice and wide. Take your knees side to side a few times. You can tee out your arms, you can cactus your arms, or whatever feels good, whatever feels right in your body. If you've lost track of Ujjayi breath, bring it back, fire it up, slow and steady. Come back to center, hug your knees in, start out with a gentle rock from side to side, and then eventually you're gonna start rocking forward and back. So start to build some momentum. Maybe take 5 or 6 rocks. See if you can find a little bit of hover time, perhaps on your sit bones, perhaps on your upper back, like a plow pose. Eventually rock up, cross your ankles, roll over your feet, and come forward to your hands and your knees, tabletop. So you can kind of crawl back if you need to get nice and centered on your mat. Once you're in your tabletop, move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So working the flexion and extension of your spine. And also, if you want to take those cat-cows into some more exploratory or intuitive movement, go for it. Maybe you want to move your hips side to side or take big circles with your hips. Ujjayi breath is right there. In your next couple of rounds, friends, take it back to a downward facing dog. And same thing, you can explore any way you want. Puddle out your heels, give your head a little shake or a little nod. Maybe it feels really good to bend your knees, both of your knees a lot, and lift to your tiptoes. So in this first down dog of your morning, most likely, unless you did your own yoga practice before you got here, What is going on in your body today? So this pose, lots of us have been here thousands of times, but who cares? Feel it right now. Be present. What is there to notice in this moment? How can you adjust and respond in this moment? Take one more inhale into your down dog. Then listen as you exhale, set your knees down, child's pose. So knees can come out nice and wide, or maybe knees are together, or maybe somewhere in between, hips to your heels, forehead to your mat. Find a sense of grounding here. And sometimes I like to roll my forehead side to side or sway my hips side to side. If you can feel your deep breath all the way down in your low back. We're going to move through a just simple breath to movement flow. Next time you inhale, rise up into your cow posture. So spinal extension, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Exhale, cat posture, curl in, spinal flexion, round your spine, maybe even lift to your fingertips and push the ground away. As you inhale, come back to neutral, tuck your toes, lift your hips, find downward facing dog, lots of length. As you exhale, set your knees down nice and easy, hips to your heels, child's pose as you empty out in your breath. Just like that, inhale, cow pose. See if you can feel your mid-spine mobility. Exhale, cat, like a fraidy cat on Halloween, curl in a lot. And inhale, down dog. So back to neutral as you take your hips up and back. Lots of length. Feel a connection to center. And exhale, child's pose. Knees come down gently. Hips to your heels, forehead to your mat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Feel the stretch in your abdominal wall. Exhale, round. Feel the stretch in your back body, back muscles. Inhale, find neutral and take your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Exhale, sit back, child's pose, lower down. Good job, good breath. Inhale, rise. Just a tabletop position this time. And we're gonna come into this funky variation of dolphin pose. So everybody come down to just your left forearm down. Like you're going in a dolphin with just your left arm. Send your right hand back about a foot. So it's like you're doing chaturanga with your right arm. So feel your right shoulder. Get it even with your left shoulder, but then notice if it's rolling forward. Plug it back in. So your right shoulder blade is plugged into the socket. Relax your neck, tuck your toes, lift your hips. So it's like you're in a one-arm dolphin. Your right arm is in chaturanga. Your left arm is holding you strong and powerful through your left shoulder. You can stay where you are at or see if you can lift your left leg to the sky. Yes, beautiful. Awesome job, you guys. Keep your right shoulder strong. Don't let it roll forward. Keep pressing through your left forearm. Soften your face, relax your jaw. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Whatever you're feeling, rather than resisting it, just feel it. Just soak it in. All that strength inside of you, all that energy. One last inhale. If you want, open mouth sigh. Left foot comes down. Take your knees to the ground. And for a moment, sit back into a hero's pose, so kneeling position. Or if this doesn't work for your knees, any other seated position is fine. Arms down by your sides. And just let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. You can stay here or reach your left arm out to the left, down towards the ground. Final option, well, almost final option. Bring your left arm behind your back. So left forearm across low back. Now this is your final option. Take your right hand up. Just place it above your ear on the side of your head. Gently press hand into head, head back into hand. Breathe into the length on the side of your neck, soft through your face. Relax through your jaw. Good job, friends. One more deep breath. And then let your arms go. Don't move your head. Once your arms are down by your sides, chin to chest, roll your head forward slowly. And for just a moment, draw little baby smiley faces with the crown of your head. There's little micro smiley faces, side to side. Eventually left ear all the way over to your left shoulder and stay there for a moment. Breathe there for a moment. Same options. Your right arm can reach out and down. Your right forearm can wrap behind you. Your left hand can come up to the side of your head and gently press hand into head, head back into hand. Yeah, if it's becoming too much on your knees, maybe you lift up for a moment at any time. So be wherever you're at and listen to your own body. Respond to what you feel. Soft face, relaxed jaw. Sometimes it even helps me to open my mouth and slide my jaw, bottom part, side to side. In Forest Yoga, she calls it jaw glide, lip slide. Take one last round. Leave your head where it's at. Release your arms. Same thing, chin to chest. Those little baby smiley faces for a moment, back and forth. And then after a few of those, just stack your head up, lift your head, come back to your hands and your knees. We're going to try that same pose on the other side. So this time, bring your right forearm down, take your left hand back into a chaturanga arm. So find your strong left shoulder, plug it into the socket. Yeah, that looks good, Andrea. Good, Jana. Relax your neck so you're not straining to look forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. So shoulders straight across from one another. Nice, Ali. Good, Wendy. Make sure that you're not letting that left shoulder roll forward. So plug it in. See if you can get both hips to lift and feel nice and even on both sides. Stay where you are at, or take your right leg to the sky. Yes, good. Very nice. Hug towards midline. That's going to help you balance. Soft through your face. Thanks, Andrea. Last couple of rounds. Exhale out your mouth if you want to. Nice, Steve. Good work, friends. After you've taken your last couple rounds, give it a break. Sit down into a hero's position again. This time, we're going to play with eagle arms. So as you sit back into either heroes or any other seated position, arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, eagle arms, left under right. If that doesn't work for you, you can grab the backs of your shoulders and it's fine. If you can get your hands to grab one another and see if you play with moving your wrists from side to side. It's funky, and if it doesn't happen, no big deal. Or if there's your wrist, you don't have to do it. If you can't, come to a neutral and lift your elbows just a little bit higher. Breathe into your back body. Breathe into the space in between your shoulder blades. One last round. Good job. Bottom of your exhale, release your arms, shake them out. Let them fall down by your sides, just hang there. Exhale all your air out. And inhale, arms reach up. Same thing, other side. So this time, I think it's left under right. Ooh, maybe it's right under left. Just make sure you get both sides. And then play with moving your wrist, moving your big fist side to side a little bit. See if it's possible. See what happens. See what you feel. And then come to neutral. You might even play with moving your forearm side to side. See what happens. See what you feel. See if you can lift your elbows up and away from your chest a little more. Last couple of rounds. Breathe into the back of your heart space. Nice work. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Shake it out. Hands and knees. And then back to a downward facing dog. Walk it out and find Ujjayi breath again. Feel all the awareness you now have in your arms, in your shoulders, in your neck. Maybe you want a big open mouth sigh. Feel free. Take one more inhale into your down dog, friends. And exhale, look to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow, let it go. Do that once more. Halfway lift, stick your butt out. Reach the top of your head forward, so back of your neck is long. Exhale, fold. And this time, let's take it all the way up. So come through your halfway lift, straight spine as you come up, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Nice reach. Inhale, arms reach up, flow with your breath. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Take a slow dive down, traction out your spine as you dive. Big bend in the knees is helpful. Connect to your center as you dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Good. Exhale, let it go. Fold in, find emptiness, navel to spine, and from that place, rise. Arms reach, breathe in, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's take that just one more time. Half sun salutation. Inhale, high mountain. Feel the length in your side bodies. Exhale, dive down slowly. Beautiful. As you inhale, lift halfway. Get all the rounding out of your back. Nice, Shannon. And let it go. Uttanasana, standing forward bend all the way to emptiness. And then rise. Take it back up. High mountain, breathe in. And hands to heart, breathe out. Nice job, everyone. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Invitation to bend your elbows a lot and suction cup your palms together. Once your palms are suction cupped, squeeze your elbows towards each other like they're magnetized. Now imagine that just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull just your fingers apart. Maybe start to reach your hands back away from your body. Maybe, last option, add a little back bend. Press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs, puff up your chest, gaze up. Take one more inhale here. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, exhale, all the way down into your fold. You can bend your knees as much as you need to relax your neck and let your head hang. If you're pressing your palms and at this point it feels like a little too much, let that part go. So head heavy, neck relaxed. See if you can lift your knuckles up and forward. See if you can lift your sit bones up, up, up. Feel your core. One more in-breath. Nice work. Exhale, hands to low back first, then release. Let your arms come down and dangle. Give them a little shaky shake. Ujjayi. Inhale, halfway lift. Realign. Nice. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank position, top of a push-up. So spread your fingers wide. Push the ground away. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, just lift your hips and press them back. Down dog. You don't have to move hands or feet. Inhale, come back to high plank, rock forward, high plank, push the ground away. And exhale, lift your hips back and up, down dog. You might bend your knees a lot. Again, you don't have to move your hands or feet. Inhale, come forward, high plank. This time we're adding a push-up. Come to your knees if you want to. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga, hold. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Yes, exhale, take it back, down dog. One more like that. Inhale, rock it forward, high plank or modified plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga, hold. Don't let your shoulders dip lower than your elbows. Inhale, push back up and back to down dog. This time, inhale, rock forward. Good breathing, everybody. Exhale slowly all the way to your belly. Nice trace. Spider-Man Cobra. So hands frame your yoga mat. They're on the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Your elbows face the sky. Yes. Exhale. Take a little twist to your right side. Dip your left shoulder down. Gaze right. Inhale, back through center. Lift your heart. Little tone in your belly. Navel to spine. Exhale, other side. Take your twist. Very nice. Back through center as you inhale. Go once more each side. Slowly, intentionally feel into your shoulders, feel into your upper body, side bodies, lower body, back body. So many things to notice. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. However you want to get there, whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. Big, deep Ujjayi breaths. We're just going to hold for about 5 rounds. So feel in your down dog, feel a connection to your center. I think it's the kind of key piece that people miss when they hate down dog, when they're like, it's the worst pose ever. Most of the time, I think it's because they haven't figured out how to use their core. All of the weight is in their hands. So rather than feeling like all your weight is coming down into your hands, how can you use your strong core to lift you up? Sometimes it requires bending the knees so that you can find that connection to center. So stay curious, even if you have been here hundreds, thousands of times before. Today, what is there to notice in down dog? What is there to respond to in down dog? You guys look great. Take one more inhale. And with your exhalation, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow and fold, let it go. Take it all the way to stand. Arms to the sky as you breathe in, maybe gaze up, and hands to heart center, exhale. All right, let's build our flow. Inhale, arms reach. This time, we'll take a side body stretch of your choice over to the right. So perhaps right hand to right hip, perhaps you grab your left wrist, maybe you even interlace your fingers and steeple index. So lots of options as long as you're getting space and length on your left side. That's all I care. So breathe into that space. Breathe into your left ribs. A little more weight in your left foot, especially the inner edge. Love it, you guys. Nice work. Take one more round. And as you inhale back to center, reach up, realign. Other side over to the left. So on your own variation. Probably the one you just did on the other side, but maybe this side feels different. So listen to that and respond to that. More weight in your right foot. So feel the weight in your right foot, and maybe you even want to reach your left toes out to the left, really light on the ground. Like you're creating a crescent moon shape with your body. Take one more round. Breathe in a right rib cage, right waistline. Inhale back up, arms reach, neutralize. As you exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, sit back, arms swing back behind you. Now see if you can feel your shoulders, rather than rolling them forward, roll them back and down. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Maybe even try bending your elbows a lot and magnetize your elbows towards each other behind you. See if you feel your mid-back muscles fire a little more. Good. Now, as you sit back, feel a connection to your center. Stay where you're at, or see if you can lift up to your tiptoes. So rock forward, heels lift. Rather than looking straight down at the ground, friends, see if you can look forward. So heart is lifted like you're in a cobra pose. Take one more round. Maybe sit lower if your heels are lifted. You've got more range of motion. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. So set your heels down, cactus your arms, open up, puff up your chest. As you exhale, we'll go straight into our dive. I like to bring my hands together at my third eye center. Exhale all the way down into your fold. Good job. Lift halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Nice, Jamie. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. This time, go ahead and take your vinyasa however you would like to. So you can take it on your knees. You can add a couple push-ups. Nice, Alyssa. Anything goes. Substitute cat-cow. Skip it all together. See you back in downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice shoulders, Wendy. All right. Strong, powerful Ujjayi breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Thanks, Mikkel. So if you want to, you're welcome to explore. You're welcome to open your hip or roll out your ankle or circle your knee. Feel your strong hands on the ground. Feel your strong shoulders. Feel your connection to center, that lift that comes from your center. Take one more inhale, everyone, and just make your right leg as long and strong and powerful as you can. Exhale, right knee to your nose, round, curl in. So spinal flexion, stay here as you breathe in, lift higher onto your back tiptoes. Step forward as soft as possible, low lunge, and then rise up, crescent lunge, slowly and intentionally. Nice, Ali. So stability through your legs, hug in. So front hip is energetically pulling back. Back hip is energetically pulling forward. So that's your strong foundation. And then grow into your expression. Feel it in your upper body. It's intentional. Feel your breath. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, we'll move into a turbo twist. So left arm forward, right arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to, it will be a little less intense to set your back knee on the ground gently. Totally fine. If your back knee is hovering, try to drag your back thigh forward. Try to pull your front hip back. Broaden through the front of your shoulders. For a balance challenge, gaze over your right shoulder behind you. Take one last round and see if you can feel yourself twist from your center as you exhale just a tiny bit more. Nice, Laura. Inhale, come back to a crescent lunge. So unwind. Invitation to straighten your front leg if you would like. Squeeze your front thigh a lot. As you exhale, hands come down. Step your back foot in about a foot or so. So setting up for a pyramid stance. Personally, I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face directly forward. Traditionally, it's feet on a balance beam with your back foot at about a 30-degree angle. So you choose what works best for your body personally, and then let's find a halfway lift. So inhale into a halfway lift. Hands could come to your front shin, or maybe your hands come to your hips. Pause here and bend your front knee a lot just for a second. And then I want you to really, really, really slowly re-straighten your front leg by focusing on lifting your right butt cheek back and up. So right butt cheek back, 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 up, up, up. See if you can feel the very, very top of your right thigh start to fire. Once you feel that, keep all of that, work back into your fold. So as you fold, your right butt cheek is pulling back and lifting up. Good, Whitney. It's like you've got an invisible rope attached to your right butt cheek, and it's pulling back, lifting up. Think forehead towards chin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine at the bottom of each exhale, and that's your invitation to fold just a little bit further. Take about 3 more breaths. If there's a little shake, if there's a little tremble, it's not a bad thing. It means you've met an edge. Be with it. Breathe into it. Soften around it. Thanks, Julia. Very bottom of your next exhalation. So take it all the way to emptiness. And then moving into a standing split position. Hands on the ground or blocks. Walk your hands forward and float your back leg to the sky. So just like a one-legged forward fold. You can let your hips open if it feels better. Keep your left foot active. So spread your toes or flex your foot or point your toes. Something so that you feel your foot. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, curl in, get small. Inhale, re-extend your left leg. If you want to, you can play with the little handstand. Hop. 2 more. Exhale, Shiva squat, curl in. Yes, love it. Inhale, back up, re-extend or little hop. And then last one, exhale, tuck your knee in, Shiva squat. Good job, friends. Re-extend, inhale. And then step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. This time, set up your legs in a warrior 2 stance and rise when you're ready. Virabhadrasana 2. So hips are now open. Let your hips open, especially your back hip. You're not trying to pull your back hip forward. Allow it to open up. So hips are open towards the windows. Heart is open towards the windows. Shoulders are soft, so they're not shrugging up towards your ears. Let them relax down. Next time you breathe in, side angle posture. Reach for the front wall like you want to touch it. When you can't reach any further, only your arm should have to change. So everything stays open. Right arm towards the ground, left towards the sky. Or if you'd like, I personally love reaching my left arm forward, bicep next to my ear. So feel free to reach your left arm forward or even half bind, full bind if it's in your practice. If you like going there. Good, everyone. Nice poses. Wrap your right butt cheek underneath you, pressing the outer edges of both of your feet. Take about 2 more rounds. Soften your face. Relax your jaw. Not straining, not forcing, not aggressive. Stay in your legs if you can. Keep that big bend in your front knee. And from the press of your feet with your next inhale, reverse your warrior. So take it all the way up and back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee as you reach up. Lengthen your right side. Good. If there's variation you want to go for it. So you might grab your right wrist with your left hand. You might reach your left arm behind you and forward. Feel your pose, feel your breath, feel your body, everything flowing through you, pleasant and unpleasant. Soften around it. One more big inhale. Good job. As you exhale, come back to a warrior two. We're not going to do this in our breath to movement flow, but for right now, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Arms to the sky as you breathe in. And then exhale all the way down into your wide-legged forward fold for about 5 to 7 rounds, anywhere you would like to take it. You can hang out in one position. Maybe there's little tiny micro movements, micro adjustments that you can feel into. Or maybe you're taking bigger movements, big exploration. Maybe you're in a headstand or a twist or skandasana. Nice job. If you want, last breath or two, sigh it out your mouth. Very nice. Fingertips or hands on the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward so you're back in a low lunge. And listen, this is a pretty big move. From your low lunge, we're coming all the way up to standing staff. So right foot roots down, rise all the way up, standing staff, left knee lifts. If you want to, of course, you can use your left foot to help you up. Left knee is lifted, left foot is flexed and active. Very nice. So focus your gaze. Something in front of you that's not moving. One more inhale. As you exhale, we're going to twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. Option to grab your outer right thigh or knee, or excuse me, outer left thigh or knee with your right hand. Option to press your left hand into your low back behind you. Use it as leverage. I will give you a chance to move into revolved hand to big toe pose. You can go there now if you're ready, but otherwise, just use this as a warm-up. Feel the twist coming from your center. Feel your collarbones, your shoulders nice and broad. Feel your slow, deep breaths. Yeah, if you're using your hands, feel that leverage. See if you can twist a little further. One last round. Good job, everybody. Slowly, bottom of your next exhale, come back to standing staff. Inhale. Maybe extend left leg if you haven't already. Slow motion, low lunge. So see if you can land with fingers and toes at the exact same time. From low lunge, three-legged down dog. Take your right leg all the way back, all the way up. Open your right hip. So stack right hip on top of left. Stay right here if you want. Otherwise, one more inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your strong side abdominals, those oblique muscles. Inhale back up, three-legged. You can scorpion tail your leg if you want, or just extend it if you'd rather. Exhale, right to right. So aim for your armpit. Yes, inhale back up. Beautiful. Square hips this time, square hips. Exhale, rock forward. Your variation, chaturanga. So you could take it as three-legged. You could take it with your knees on the ground. You do you. Inhale, lift your heart. You can stay as long as you'd like to. Nice, Laura. And then take it back to down dog. Maybe you grab a quick child's pose on your way. Ujjayi breath. See if you can feel left side versus right side, left leg versus right leg. Not judging, just getting curious. From your down dog, inhale your left leg to the sky. Anything that feels good. You can open your hip, you can roll out your ankle, you can circle your knee. Just keep your strong hands rooted, strong fingers, strong shoulders. Feel your big, deep, intentional breaths. Good, everyone. One more inhale, left leg long, strong, and powerful. Active through your left foot. Exhale, knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. See here as you breathe in. See if you can lift to your back, tippy toes. Nice, John. And then step through softly. Awesome, Wendy. Crescent lunge, rise. Good, Paul. So all of your toes face forward. Stability and mobility. So you're not trying to go as deep as you can. You go as deep as you can. You find your biggest stance, widest stance, but then hug back in. So find the stability, the structure, the integrity. Nice, Andrea. Lift your heart, maybe even gaze up. Beautiful poses, friends. One more inhale here. As you exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back. So towards the windows, bend your back knee either to a hover or you can bring it down to the ground to modify. Imagine you're trying to drag your front hip back. Try not to lean forward, but keep your weight nice and centered. Broaden your shoulders. Maybe gaze back over your left shoulder. See if you can use your core strength to twist a little bit further. Last round. Nice work. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Arms reach up. Invitation to straighten your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. And hands come down. Pyramid stance. Step your back foot in about a foot or so. Depends how tall you are. But you want both feet flat on the ground. Either feet on a train tracks, 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward, or balance beam about a 30-degree angle in your back foot. You choose. Halfway lift. Hands to your shin or hands to your hips. If your hands come to your hips, make sure you don't lift higher than 90 degrees or it's going to be really hard to feel what I want you to feel. So stay at 90 degrees so you feel your core engaged to hold you here. Bend your front knee a lot and then slowly straighten it out again by pulling your left butt cheek back, and up. So you want to feel the very, very top of your left thigh turn on, fire up. See if you can keep all of that and then refold. So left butt cheek pulls back and up as you fold forward. You're connecting to your center. Use that connection to center every time you exhale to dive a little bit deeper from the inside. So it doesn't matter if it looks different on the outside. I could care less. But see if you can feel a difference inside. Every exhale you take, you create just a little more space or you move into that space. Last couple of breaths. Let your legs shake a little bit. It's okay. Good job. Very bottom of your next exhale, standing splits. So you can bend your front knee as much as you need to. Walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky. It's like a one-legged forward fold. Neck can relax. You don't have to look forward. Let your gaze fall somewhere behind you or even up. Active through your right foot. So I don't care what you're doing, but you're doing something with your right foot so you can feel it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks in the back of left knee. Both knees bend. Yes, get small. Inhale, re-extend. Get long or take a little hop. And exhale, good job. Shiva squat. Yeah, maybe you just get a millimeter off the ground, but you just try it. Inhale, reach back up or take a little hop. Yay, good job. And exhale, last one. Shiva squat. Inhale, re-extend or last time to hop. Just have fun, be playful. It's not too serious. Step your right foot back, setting up a warrior 2 stance. Warrior 2 when you're ready, rise. So left toes directly forward, right toes directly to the right. Press into the outer edges of your feet and feel your front butt cheek wrap underneath your body. Legs stay the same, but start to reach forward like you want to slide your rib cage forward and touch the front wall when you can't reach anymore. Only your arms should have to change. So heart stays open, hips stay open. Left towards the ground. Nice, Sarah. Right towards the sky. Or maybe right arm reaches forward or even half or full bind. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek. Good, Tracy. Keep your right hip open. You're not trying to pull it forward. Nothing is closing off. Everything is opening. Breathe into it. Couple more. Good work. Stay in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. So rise up, reach back. Lengthen your left side. Stay connected to center. So notice if you're flaring your ribs towards the right side of the room, knit your ribs together. It's not a back bend, it's a side body stretch. Nice, Mikkel. If there's any variation you want to take, you've got a couple more breaths to do so. Bend your front knee, track it towards your pinky toe. Ah, nice work. Come back to a warrior two stance, my friends. We won't do this in our flow, but for now, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, and then pivot both of your heels in, point both of your toes out, bend your knees, come into this wide-legged squat position. So you're in a high squat, knees over your ankles, adjust if you need to. So if your legs are a little too wide or a little too narrow, adjust. Sit low and try to press your knees towards the wall behind you. Inhale, standing cow. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, press your knees open wide. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room, dip your left shoulder down, gaze over right. Hold here for a full round of breath. Knees wide, stay low. Good. Next time you inhale, come through center, standing cow pose, lift your heart. Exhale, twist towards the front of the room, gaze over your left shoulder. Hold full breath. Nice job. We'll move a little faster one more time. Inhale through center. Exhale to the back, all the way to empty, twist. Inhale, center to the front, stay low. Exhale, all the way to empty. Inhale, center. Stay here as long as you want. So if this is feeling real good, if you want to get a little more, you're welcome to stay longer. Otherwise, in your own time, straighten your legs, parallel your feet, and take your swan dive down into your wide-legged fold. About 5 to 7 breaths. Just noticing, just connecting with yourself wherever you're at. Open mouth size, welcome at any time. Ah. Last couple of rounds. So if you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. Ah. Amazing, you guys. Love the variations. Let's come to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. Get ready for that big dynamic movement all the way up to standing staff. So left foot roots down all the way up, rise, right knee lifts. Flex your toes back and active. Hug in with your inner thighs, focus your gaze. Take one more inhale, standing staff. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Option to bring left hand to the outside of right thigh. Option to bring right hand to your low back. Use your hands against your body as leverage to work your twist a little bit further. Maybe you gaze over your right shoulder. So your variation, just warming up. So almost like we're creating a little bit of muscle memory. When we come back here, it's going to be easier every time. When we're finally ready for the full pose, our body will know where to go. It will feel more familiar. Take one last round, working your twist. And then as you inhale, unwind, standing staff. Maybe extend right leg if you haven't already. And exhale, slowly, low lunge. See if you can land with fingers and toes touching down at the exact same time. Awesome. From low lunge, three-legged dog. Take your left leg all the way back and up, all the way back and up. Open your hip. Great place to stay. Hang out here, get this nice stretch, or one more inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Use your strong obliques. Good. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Jamie. Exhale, left to left. Aim high. You can add a push-up if you want. Yes. Awesome. Nice, Sarah. All the way up. This time, square hips. And as you exhale, rock forward. Your variation, plank to chaturanga. Feel free to bring your foot down or your knees down. Grow into your back bend as you inhale. Take your time. Maybe give yourself an extra breath or two. Downward facing dog, or feel free to child's pose it out. About 5 rounds. So just give yourself a moment to kind of recalibrate, to reconnect, to feel everything there is going on inside of you. We'll move through that entire sequence now. 1 breath, 1 movement. So we're not going to speed through it as fast as we can, but we're going to move slowly and intentionally with our slow, intentional, deep breaths. So a lot of times people think I cue really slow. Most of the time it's because they're not breathing very deeply. So if you feel like I'm cueing really slow, see if there's a way you could breathe slower, breathe deeper, use your breath to support you in every pose and even every transition. If you want to take a break at any time, please feel free. You're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. Great big inhale, push the ground away, lift your hips high. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or hop forward, fold. Lift halfway with your inhale. Exhale, let it go. All the way to empty, and from that place, take it up. High mountain, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Side body stretch of your choice over to the right side. Exhale, all the way to empty. Through center as you inhale, realign. Another side, up and then over. Exhale. Back to center, breathe in. Exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. So feel free to lift to tiptoes if you'd like a balance challenge. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. So heels down, cactus your arms, puff up your chest. Exhale takes you straight down through your forward fold, perhaps hands together at third eye. Nice work. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. So good. Peel your heart open. Inhale. Nice, Julia. Down dog. Exhale. Big breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale softly and slowly. Right foot steps through. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Beautiful. Exhale, turbo twist. All the way to empty. Inhale, crescent. Option to extend your front leg if you want. Squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, low lunge. Hands come down. Inhale, pyramid stance with a halfway lift. So everything gets really, really long. Lengthen out. Exhale, work your fold. Forehead toward shin, nose toward knee, navel to spine, all the way to empty. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward, lift your back leg. Shiva squat, exhale. Left knee tucks into the back of your right. Yes. Inhale, re-extend. Hop if you want. Just one time. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back, setting up your warrior 2. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward as far as you can, tip it over, empty out. And stay in your legs, reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen your right side. Now exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, standing step all the way up, left knee lifts. Exhale, twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, or use your hands against your body. Inhale, back to standing step, unwind. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge, fingers and toes at the same time, touch down. Yes, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky, open your hip. Hang out here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Aim high at the push-up if you want. Inhale, back up, square hip. Exhale, rock it forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, curl open, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Downward facing dog, exhale, nice trace. Left leg to the sky, breathe in. Use your core strength as you exhale, step through softly. Very nice. Crescent lunge, slowly rise, strong through your legs, lifted through your heart and your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist towards the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Inhale, unwind, crescent, option to straighten front leg. Squeeze your front thigh a lot. Exhale, hands down. Pyramid stance with a halfway lift as you breathe in, everything nice and long. Pull your left butt cheek back and up. Exhale, work into your fold all the way to empty. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward. Back leg lifts high. Active toes. Exhale, Shiva squat. Curl in, get small. Nice, Jana. Inhale, get long. Maybe even a little hoppy hop. And exhale, step your right foot back. Warrior two legs. Inhale, warrior two rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, then tip it over, empty out. Stay in your legs, reverse, up and back, lengthen your left side, keep the bend in your left knee. Good job, nice, Steve. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Press into left foot, standing staff, all the way up. You've got this. Flex your right toes. Twist, left forward, right back. You can grab your leg. You can press your hand to your low back. Back to center, inhale, standing staff. Maybe right leg extends forward. Press through your heel. Amazing, low lunge. Fingers and toes down at the same time. Three-legged, inhale, open your left hip. Stay or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Left to left, aim as high as you can. Inhale, three-legged, square hips this time. Exhale, take it forward, your variation, Chaturanga. Heart lifts, feel it open, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Give yourself a moment, give yourself a couple big open mouth sighs. We've got one more round, one more time through. This time, we're gonna pause and hold some of those poses for a couple of breaths. I might also throw in a few little changes or additions. So just like always, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. If you're coming with me, one last inhale into down dog. Exhale, look forward, step, tiptoe, or float, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise. Great big inhale as you stretch tall. And hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round, let's do it. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch, you can change it up if you want. Exhale. Inhale through center. Other side with your exhale, so just make sure you got both sides. That's all I care. Inhale, back up. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Option to lift the tiptoes. Bend your knees a lot as your butt reaches back. Arcing Tadasana, heels down, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. Then straight into your dive. Exhale takes you down, fold. Very nice. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going. Inhale, heart lift, shoulders roll back and down. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Breathe in. Soft as you can. Step through. Breathe out. Rise. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Turbo twist. Left arm forward. Right arm back. Now listen. Pause right here. Bring your right forearm across your low back. Square your shoulders forward. Reach your left arm up. Reach your left arm back. Keep the bend in your back knee. Pop up your chest. Feel the length all the way down your left side. Take one more huge inhale. As you exhale, bring your left hand down. We're going to stay in our twist a little longer. Right arm to the sky. So revolve lunge. Open through the right side of your heart space. Maybe gaze up at your right hand. Legs are strong. Back foot, back toes are strong. Take one last round to work your twist. Good job. Bottom of your exhale, unwind. Inhale, pyramid pose with a halfway lift. Exhale, pyramid pose. Work your fold, forehead to shin, nose to knee, navel to spine. Inhale, standing splits, left leg lifts. Exhale, Shiva squat. Good. Inhale, re-extend or handstand hop. Exhale, nice Jamie. Step your left foot back, warrior two stance, and inhale, rise into your warrior two. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, pause, stay in side angle, or option to move into a balancing half move. So right arm forward, back leg floats up. Everything stays open, your hips, your heart, your shoulders. If you want to take the bound variation, Ardha Chandra Tripassana, go for it. So wherever you are at, wherever you are working, just make sure your breath is there too. It's flowing through. Take your last couple of rounds, your pose. Feel it all. Nice, Rach. See if you can land back in a warrior two stance. So everybody meet back in warrior two. Take a moment to settle in, adjust if needed. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back, lengthen right side. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, standing staff, all the way up, rise, left knee lift. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. This time we will pause. Invitation to grab hold of your left foot or your left big toe with your peace fingers. And then extend left leg forward. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your spine. So press through your heel. Squeeze your inner thighs. Twist from your center. You're connected to your center. If you're in the fullest expression and you still want a little more, see if you can gaze back over your left shoulder. Last big breath. Nice work. Slowly unwind, standing staff position. Inhale. Extend left if you haven't already. Exhale, low lunge. Now listen, friends. Three-legged down dog. Open your right hip. You can choose to take your knees to elbows again, or option to flip your dog. You could also just hold where you're at. If you're taking wild thing or flip dog, see if you can lift and open through your heart, through your hips. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Nice, Mikkel. Feel the stretch in your abdominal wall. Feel the strength in your back body. Good. Everybody meet in a downward facing dog. Walk it out. So walk it out. Feel your right side versus left side. Feel your slow, deep breaths. You can keep walking it out a little bit more, a little bit longer. Or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover right leg if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower slowly. Strong core, strong shoulders. Inhale, heart lifts. Nice. Exhale, hips lift. All right, one more side. Here we go. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through softly, low lunge. Nice, Andrea. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, turbo twist towards the windows. Right forward, left back. Now pause, left forearm across low back. Square your shoulders forward. Keep the bend in your back knee. Reach up, reach back. So you're not leaning back, you're curling open. Keep pulling your left hip back, pump up your chest. One more big, huge inhale. Feel that long line down your right side. Exhale, bring your right hand to the ground. Stay in your twist, left arm to the sky. Revolve lunge. Good. Powerful through your legs, powerful through your back toes. Hug with your inner thighs, twist from your center. Beautiful poses, friends. Maybe one last breath to gaze up at your left hand. End of your exhale, let it go. Pyramid stance with a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen everything. Exhale, work your fold. Pull your left butt cheek back, 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 up, up, up. Inhale, standing splits. Walk your hands forward. Right leg lifts. Nice, Ali. Exhale, Shiva squat. Just one. Good, Wendy. Inhale, re-extend. Maybe a little hoppy hop. And then exhale, right foot back. Warrior two. As you inhale, rise. Side angle, exhale, reach forward to bit over, pause, work side angle, or play with your half moon, reach forward, back foot floats off the ground, anywhere you want to take it for your own exploration of your pose. If you're in balancing half moon, maybe you want to move into Ardha Chandra Chapasana, sugarcane variation, bend your right knee, reach back, hold your foot. Everything is open, your shoulders, your heart, your hips. Last couple of breaths. Active through your right toes, strong through your right leg. Good job. See if you can land in a warrior two as soft as possible. Amazing. Take a moment to adjust if needed. Find your Ujjayi again. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lengthen your left side, bend your left knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Standing staff, last time, all the way up, rise, right knee lift. Twist, left arm forward, right arm back, pause. Option for full revolved hand to big toe. So grab your right foot. I like the outer edge. Maybe you like peace fingers around big toe. Extend forward as much as you can without rounding. So you might still have a big bend in your knee. That's okay. Broaden through your shoulders. Spine long. You still want more. See if you can gaze over your right shoulder. Be playful, be compassionate. Last round. Slowly unwind, standing staff. Stay balanced if you can. Option to extend if you haven't already. And then low lunge, soft landing, fingers and toes at the same time. Three-legged dog, left leg back and up. Open your hip. Option to flip your dog, or you can take more knees to elbows, or you can just hang out and breathe. If you're in wild thing, if you're in the back bend, feel the stretch in your front body, but you're supporting that stretch with your back body. Last round or two. Nice, Ali. And then come back, regular down dog. Nice, Wendy. Walk it out. Awesome, Johnny. Walk it out. If you would like, invitation to come forward. Inhale, high plank or modified plank or three-legged plank. Exhale, lower slowly. Lift your heart, your back bend, your heart opener. Take your time. Then either down dog or maybe a child's pose or maybe a hero's pose. So just take a moment to be with yourself, to connect back inward. So feel just the ground underneath you, the support it always offers you. Your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space and gently bring your body down. So right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. And just like we do in pyramid, just like we do in crescent lunge, we want to find the stability first. So right butt cheek pulls back and up as your heart moves forward and down. Once you are bowing forward, if you want to go deeper from there, all you have to do is scoot your back knee back a little bit further. If this posture will be more beneficial for you on your back, a supine pigeon, or in a seat, some variation in a seat, please, please, please feel free. This big, intentional breath. All the way to empty with every exhale. Take about 5 more. If there's any way you want to explore the pose on your own, feel free. So anytime it feels like, there's too much sensation, or there's too much discomfort, there's just an overwhelm inside, expression is what our body needs. Give it somewhere to go. So in yoga, probably a big, huge open mouth exhale is most appropriate. So valuable in life as well. Anytime there's too much, you feel like overstimulated, give it somewhere to go. Breathe it out your mouth. Take one last round, my friends. Slowly start to lift your upper body. And then listen carefully. So from your pigeon position, we're moving into a 3-legged tabletop. So you'll plant your hands, scoot your back knee in, and then take your right leg back. Give it a nice little shaky shake. After a few shaky shakes, we're going to come into a modified side plank. So pivot on your left knee, right arm to the sky. If you need to, you can bring your right knee down first, kind of adjust to get into it. But eventually modified side plank with your right arm reaching up, your heart opening, your hips opening. So try to squeeze your outer left glute and press your hips forward. Nice, Andrea. Stay here or bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. Try, if you've got your foot, to kick your foot back rather than up. So it's easier to kick up, but try to kick your foot back and let your heart look up a little more. Press your hips forward a little more. Last big breath. Amazing work. Slowly release. Tabletop. From tabletop, take your time to find your way to down dog. So any intuitive movements, any little stretches of vinyasa, eventually downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin, top of your space. So take just as much time, care, awareness as you did on the other side to set this up. Left butt cheek pulls back and up. So that's the structure, that's the stability, that's the integrity. So much like life, you can always tell on the outside if there's integrity inside. So only you know, only you can feel that, only you can create that. And then from that place of integrity, of strength, of structure, stability, then you're softening, then you're creating the flexibility, the mobility, the sweetness. Ah, big deep breaths. So I know when we hold poses, it's super tempting to just go somewhere else in your mind. Start thinking about, oh, what do I have to do later? What do I need from the grocery store on the way home? Seems like a good time to figure all that out. But instead, the invitation that yoga gives you is to simply just be with what is right here, right now. So maybe it seems boring. Maybe it seems uncomfortable. Maybe you get mad in this pose. The challenge or the invitation is to just be with it, whatever's there, whatever's inside, really allowing it with curiosity rather than judgment. So this is how we create a relationship with our body, with our inner space, by paying attention and then responding to what our body tells us. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds. Feel free to exhale out your mouth. All right, friends, slowly start to lift your upper body. And then 3-legged tabletop again. So plant your hands, scoot your back knee in a little bit so your hips will lift, and then unthread your left leg. Give it that little shaky shake. After a few shakes, open it up. So right foot off the edge of your mat like a little kickstand. That's really going to help you balance. And then open through the front of your hips, front of your heart. Lots of people stick their butt out in this pose. It's much easier. We have so much trouble engaging our medial glute. So your medial glute, it's the muscle on the outside of your right butt cheek. You want to try to squeeze it right now and press your hips forward. Maybe left arm forward, or maybe even the bound variation. So feel free to move into the bind if you want to. Kick your foot back rather than up. Wherever you're at, breath is right there. Open your heart. Open the front of your hips. Nice, Jamie. Last huge breath. Slowly release, hands and knees. Anywhere you want to go from hands and knees to complete your practice before we move on to our back. So intuitive movement, one last vinyasa, one last down dog, one last dolphin. Yeah, thread the needle if you're feeling it. About 5 breaths. Child's pose is fine. And then when you're ready, friends, to start to find your way onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want to. You can get there however you want to. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in, gently rock from side to side. After a few rocks from side to side, supine spinal twist of your choice. You can go to either side first. Take about 5 rounds on each side. You can just switch sides on your own when you're ready. When you feel pretty even on both sides, come back to center. Finish your practice however you would like. So perhaps a happy baby, perhaps one last heart opener, one last inversion, or maybe you feel like going straight into your Shavasana. As you slowly start to make your way into your final relaxation, I will read to you. And this is a reading by Ali Michelle. So take your time, no rush, but eventually just start to settle into your Shavasana. I hope you see your life for the grand love story that it is. I hope you bathe in the silence of the morning before the world pierces you with its chaos. I hope you have makeshift meals and candlelight, and your home is filled with the deep belly laughter of friends. I hope you allow life to shock you, fall in love with the person you never expected to, move somewhere unfamiliar, pick up a childhood hobby you discarded in the name of practicality. I hope you live 1,000 lifetimes within one. Redefine who you are and what you value, not on the last day of the year, but with every fresh breath life gives you. I hope you are gentle with yourself, that you treat failure and heartbreak with the same reverence you do success and falling in love, because it is all a sign of our courage. It is all bringing us closer to what it means to be human. Treat your life as the grand love story that it is, because every mundane and small detail of your life matters. The details are the little notes we contribute to the universe's great symphony. And isn't that the greatest gift of all, to join the dance? So these last few moments are yours. Let your breath be effortless. Let your body, let your muscles soften and relax. Just give yourself these last few moments to simply feel and soak in, integrate all the efforts, all the energy of your practice here today. Shavasana. A big, deep breath in. Let it go. And just slowly, gently wiggle your body, wiggle fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, anything that calls to you. Just come back into your physicality. And slowly find your way onto either side, fetal position. Take a moment just to absorb the energy of that pose, and it's a nurturing pose. So feel into that sense of nurturing your own inner nurture, your own inner feminine. Connect with that. Use your arms to slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation to close our practice. So sit facing forward towards the front of your mat in the front of our space, kneeling or cross-legged or easy pose. Hands to heart center, eyes closed or gaze lowered. We'll just seal our practice together with one big Om. So try not to worry too much about how you sound. Again, no judgment, just curiosity. So get curious about, how does it feel to use my voice? How does it feel to use my expression, to let my own vibration flow through my body and express out my mouth as sound? So start by exhaling, emptying out. Clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here, for sharing your energy. Namaste. Okie doke, friends. Thank you so much. One thing I thought of that I forgot to mention is I'm teaching this Wednesday at the Capitol, the free class I do every week. Probably be a little bit toasty, but I'll be there. 7 p.m. at the Capitol, free yoga. Me and James are teaching together, so it'll be fun. Yeah, state capitol. There's like 500 people. It's kooky. I'll also be teaching here at 5 p.m. if you want like practice.